Last time the client asked me to move the sofa. This time they did something worse. They changed the sofa. In the floor plan, this change takes a few seconds, but then you remember the spreadsheet, where you also have to update the product name, the brand, the price, and the quantity. So the drawing changes immediately, but the paperwork doesn't. And that might be the most boring task in interior design. This video is sponsored by Rayon Design, a web-based design platform that completely opened my mind to a different way of working. It feels lighter, more flexible, and far more connected to the traditional tools I grew up with, which is exactly why I wanted to build this series around all the features that actually make a difference in real projects. This is the classic workflow. AutoCAD knows where the sofa is, Excel spreadsheet knows what a sofa is, and neither one knows the other exists. The moment I change something in the drawing, the spreadsheet becomes outdated. The numbers are still there, but it no longer represents the actual project, unless I remember to update it manually. This becomes especially dangerous when the project starts moving quickly. One object changes, another one gets duplicated, a finish covers a larger area, and suddenly you are checking two different files, try to understand which one contains the latest information. In this video, I'll be using the same exact room from the previous chapter with the same furniture. But before updating the schedule, I want to show you where its information came from. I start by selecting the block definition of this sofa. Inside the custom properties section, I can apply the information that this type of object should carry: the product name, the brand, and the unit price. I can also create my own properties. For example, I'm going to create one called product list, set its format to URL, and paste the manufacturer's product page. That link now belongs to the object, together with the rest of its specifications. Now I can finally open the Tables panel and create a new table. First, I choose the canvas I want the table to read. Then I choose the type of entities I want to include. From here, I choose what information I want to see: the block preview, the product name, the brand, the quantity, the unit price, the total, and the product link. Once those columns are selected, Rayon reads the property I have assigned to the blocks and brings them into the schedule. But what if I would need to change one object with another? Keep your eyes on the table. I'm going to replace this sofa with a different model in 2 simple clicks. Nothing has changed yet, and that's important. I decide when I want to refresh the whole table, simply by clicking this refresh button here. Watch this. Done. We now have a new sofa, a new technical preview, a new product link, a new price, and a new total. I can do the same thing with quantity. If I duplicate one of the chairs and press refresh again, the quantity changes and the totals follows it. The click is manual, the update is not. The same exact idea works with materials. For this room, I can create a second table and use the floor areas instead of the furniture blocks. I choose the information I want to include, like the material, the product references, the measured area, the price per square meter, and the total. Now I can answer a very normal design question. What happened to the budget if the flooring continues into a larger area? And the answer is as simple as entering the price per square meter and then extend the floor zone into the drawing. Once again, the table waits until I decide to refresh it. Boom! The new area is read from the project and the total is recalculated. This is where the schedule becomes genuinely useful. It isn't only listing which material I selected, it is connecting that material to the actual area it covers in the drawing. And if you want to try this feature in one of your own projects, you can sign up for Rayon Design for free using the link in description. So far the tables have been working as project information, but they don't have to remain hidden somewhere behind the drawings. Once the schedule is ready, I can select it from the table panel, click Insert, and place it directly inside the presentation canvas. From there, I can resize it, simplify the styling, and align it with the floor plan and the rest of the project information. The technical block preview makes every row immediately recognizable without needing a separate product image. You can look at the plan, look at the schedule, and understand exactly which object each line refers to. And just like that, the schedule stops feeling like an Excel spreadsheet added at the end of the process, and it becomes the visual language of the presentation. One more thing, this schedule is only a small part of why I wanted to continue this series. The more I use Rayon Design, the less it feels like the tool I use only to draw faster. Rayon has made some huge leaps not only on the way we develop a project, but also in how we visualize it and eventually present it. So in the next chapters, I want to move away from the technicality and explore more the visual side of the software. Like how a technical drawing can become something graphic, how the same project can completely change its mood, and how all of these can become a presentation that actually feels designed. And that's the part I feel most excited to show you, because a drawing can be technically correct, but still fail to communicate. And the next videos are gonna be all about closing that gap.